Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be about my skin and kind of my journey to get where I am now from having some pretty bad acne actually. So if you guys want to learn how I got here and kind of my story so you guys can pick up any tips and tricks, or if you just want to hear me talk about it, then please keep watching. Alright, so let's just ignore my hair this entire video. I did get it lightened, if you guys can see. I'm basically like blonde right now. I have some deep pieces just here, but my hair is super light. It doesn't look that different right now in front because my hair is super dirty and I got rained on like 3 times in the past day, so just like ignore me. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with kind of the story of my skin. So basically most of my life up until about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I would say 2 years ago, my skin was perfect. Like, I'm not trying to sound, you know, cocky or whatever, but my skin was perfect. I would get like maybe 1 pimple every 3 months, but it was like super small and it literally just go away. If I find a photo or video, like this was my skin every single day. I would do full-on eye makeup, full-on lips, and my skin, like, it looked like I had foundation on, but it didn't. So I went from that to then starting birth control. Birth control started making my skin a lot worse. Not a lot, but it definitely, like, I started breaking out a lot more on my cheeks and on my forehead. But it wasn't anything too crazy, but it was enough that I was like kind of annoyed by it. So I stayed on a pill for about 9 months, and then it started giving me really bad reactions. I was super moody the entire time I was on that pill, like horrible. Like, I've never experienced PMS until that pill. Like, I didn't even know what PMS was until that pill. And I did start birth control not because I wanted birth control. It was because of my endometriosis, which I made a video kind of about it, and it really helped subside the pain because I was kind of in chronic pain every single day. So it did help with that. But I don't think it was worth everything that kind of happened. Like, I'd rather endure the pain than go through what I was going through on birth control. So I started getting 3 periods a month. I was PMSing constantly. My skin was horrible, so I was like, let me try a different pill. They put me on a different pill. Same exact thing happened. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with birth control. I feel horrible. I look horrible. I'm anemic because just constant. So I got off birth control, and as soon as I got off, my skin went insane. And this was over a year ago. This was August 2019. I have a photo. This was a week after I stopped at birth control. Wow. Like, all over my chest, my shoulders, my back, my neck. I've never gotten a pimple on my neck ever until that day. My whole face, everything. And I was just like, okay, hopefully this only lasts like a month and then my skin will be back to normal. I was wrong. Because ever since then I've still been struggling, you know, with some stuff, but it has gotten better, and I think a lot of the products that I've used have made my skin better. So now I have a little compilation video. You don't have to watch it if you are grossed out by skin, but this is kind of how my skin has gotten better since January of 2020 to now, to the past 9 months. It was definitely worse way before that, but this is when I really was like, okay, I'm gonna start. I went to the dermatologist. I started like really making sure to like do everything in my power to make my skin better, because at first I just thought it would go away and my skin would go back to normal, but it didn't. So I have like a progression video. You can watch it now. So now my skin is how it is now. I obviously don't have any foundation on it right now. It's a lot better, it's a lot more even. I'm not breaking out as much, and I think a lot of it has to do with the products that I am using, and also I think my body is starting to calm down hormonally. But I think that if I wasn't using these products and doing certain things that I'm doing right now, my skin would still probably be in a really, really bad place. So first things first, and everyone's gonna say this in any videos, drink water. I don't think water clears your skin. That's not how it works. That's not at all how it works, but I think it definitely helps with the quality of your skin and the hydration. Also eat good, just for your general happiness and health, I think. So now into the products that I've been using. For face wash, I think you should use something super gentle. A lot of people don't like Cetaphil, but I've tried other brands. I've tried the CeraVe, and CeraVe actually makes me break out. So Cetaphil works best for me in terms of wash, and this is just a daily, simple, super simple wash. It has like glycerin. It's very like a very basic face wash, and then this is basically the same exact ingredients, just with like little exfoliating beads, but they're super fine. Apparently you can use it every day. I don't suggest that. No one suggests exfoliating your skin every day, but yeah, I think it is good to have an exfoliator just to kind of slosh off the dead skin every once in a while, and I definitely use this after I do makeup to make sure it's all out, and I don't wear makeup every day. Another tip I have for you guys is to not wear makeup as much. On days that I use this Cetaphil, or days that I wear makeup, you want to make sure that all your makeup is removed. You can double cleanse. So sometimes on makeup days I'll use Pond's cold cream to just kind of loosen up the makeup, and then I'll use my Cetaphil face wash to take off the Pond's cold cream, and then I'll use the scrub to make sure my skin is completely cleansed of the makeup, because if you do have an acne flare-up, you definitely don't want foundation or anything to really seep into it. So I would suggest, I know it's very hard, but if you do have acne, try to avoid wearing makeup every day. I know it's hard because you just kind of want to cover it sometimes, but it's not worth it, I don't think, in the end. So for me, I just really try not to wear makeup, and we are in the middle of a pandemic, so this is like the perfect time to not wear makeup. Next would be moisturizer. So I use the CeraVe moisturizer. This is super thick, super duper thick. I'm using it now, the thicker one, over just the regular, like the PM, which I ran out of, which that one is also amazing. Again, super simple ingredients, and this has ceramides and hyaluronic acid, which is amazing for moisturizing and protecting the skin. So I highly recommend this, especially if you're using any dermatologist recommended, prescription skin topical creams, or if you are like on Accutane or something like that, I highly recommend something super heavy and thick like this. My daily sunscreen is this Neutrogena Age Shield Face SPF 110. Your girl does not want to get sun on her face. Not really. Well, I don't. So if you are dealing with scars, it's really important that you have some sun protection on them, because you don't want them to get darker, because the scarred skin is a lot more delicate, and if it gets darker, it's going to get a lot darker than the rest of your skin. So you really want to make sure that you are protecting your skin. Now, I know some people hate Neutrogena. There's a lot of people who really don't recommend Neutrogena, so I was like, okay, let me try different brands. I went with CeraVe because apparently that's like the best. I tried another brand too. They all broke me out, and this is the only one that I've tried that hasn't broken me out. I know so many people are like, Neutrogena sucks and it breaks me out. It works for me, but I do know if Neutrogena does break you out, the CeraVe one is a drugstore one that's amazing for most people's skin, and I actually haven't heard anyone else who breaks it out. It's just my skin. So now the products that I think have been kind of the most impactful, I think that all of these put together has been really what's helped, but the ones that I think have made the biggest, most drastic difference are these two items right here, which were prescribed to me. I'm gonna take off this because it has my address. Okay, so the first thing, and this I put on every single night before I go to bed, underneath. So I come out of the shower and I put this on, and then I put on my moisturizer, is this right here. So it is an acid. So you want to make sure that if you're going to use anything like this, you do want to make sure your skin is moisturized and protected from the sun. But what this does is this kind of wears down those acne scars, and I've noticed a drastic difference since I started using this. I think I started using it in like April, and since then my scars have been fading so much quicker, and it's just really worked. So maybe if you go to the dermatologist and you can ask them about this specific product. I can't really pronounce it, I don't think. Yeah, I can't. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But you can ask your dermatologist to see if this is something that will work for you, because I have noticed it made a big difference in my skin. And then the thing that works amazing as a spot treatment, I tried different spot treatments. I had one that the dermatologist gave me and it broke me out like crazy. But this one is the first one that worked. I'm sorry, the bottle's like super dirty because I try not to use my fingers, so I use like a little Q-tip sometimes or a cotton pad, and it like gets everywhere. So just ignore it. I try not touching it. It's selenium sulfite topical type. So what this does is it kind of dries out the skin and takes out all of like the excess oil. So it is a spot treatment. And I was told to put on any acne spots that I have instead of trying to pop them, because my dermatologist is like, you need to stop. You need to stop. This works amazing. It is the only spot treatment that I've ever tried that works for me. I've tried a lot of spot treatments. It's the only one that I've seen that have worked for me. I've tried tea tree oil, all like those natural ones. I've tried everything. This one is amazing, and you just put it on the spot. You leave it. I usually put it on overnight. The only thing is, it does have kind of like a chemically smell. It has a sulfate smell because it has sulfate. But yeah, it's honestly so amazing, and it really, really has helped my skin. Now, I will say it can make your skin very rashy. I think I have a photo of, I had a really bad kind of deep little breakout on my chin, and I was putting it on that every single day and every single night, and just like if it would come off, I'd put it on more. So I was kind of overusing it too, I think. And it did burn my skin. So you just have to use it in moderation, and it definitely does work. Other than that, something that I do use is a silk pillowcase. It's not, I don't think it's real silk. Your girl don't got money like that. But it is, I'll show you the pillow. So this is my pillow. It doesn't match my room at all, but it's so soft and it doesn't tug on your skin. Your skin just kind of slides on it. So it's a lot better for your acne and acne scars, and also for your hair and just like your skin in general. And I do suggest that once a week you change out your pillowcase, especially if you are using products like that on your skin overnight. Highly recommend change your pillowcase once a week, if not more, because you do not want like buildup of any product to be on the pillow, or any sweat or anything, whatever gets on your pillowcase, conditioner from your hair, products from your hair, to then seep into your skin and make it a lot worse. So I would suggest I have 3 pillowcases that I rotate, and every week I have a new pillow. But yeah, 2 of them are silk and 1 of them is just really soft, because I need to buy a 3rd silk one. But silk pillowcases have honestly changed my life, and honestly, like, they're just so nice, you know? So the last thing I kind of want to talk about is just confidence. It sucks. A lot of us go through having acne. I want to make sure that you find, over any of this stuff, you just try to find the confidence and the happiness in yourself, and do things that make you happy, and just focus on, no matter what is going on in your life or what is happening to your skin or anything like that, just like try to find the goodness in yourself and in others and in life in general. As hard as it is, because sometimes life is very complicated, but just do your best and just know that I love you, and just, you know what? It's your skin, and everyone on this planet is beautiful and worthy of everything and anything. So just really fight through it, because I know, especially stuff like that, especially if you're going through stuff in your own life and then on top of that you have acne that you're dealing with that really affects your confidence, just make sure that you just try to keep a good head on your shoulders and do your best to be an amazing person, because you guys are all amazing. And yeah, that's kind of all I have for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys maybe got some tips or something. Again, I don't have it all figured out, but I definitely know that my skin has gotten better with the products I'm using. And I know that my story of how I got acne is a little bit different than some people. Some people it's just genetics and it's hard. Some people it's hormonal. I think mine was definitely hormonal. But you got this. We all got this. And I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.